The Route is a feature film that will hit the viewers between the eyes with its raw and unflinching story of a girl's journey being trafficked across the international borders for sex slave trade. The story of The Route runs in the way of, for example, there's a character called Samantha. She is from a small town in the country Uganda, and she was faced with her father's sudden death, and at that point she lost her faith in life, in future. Her dreams were shattered at that point in life, and but still she moved on. And the character moved to Kampala city, that is the capital city of Uganda, where she thought that she would be able to have a better life in search of, you know, how, as the saying goes, people search for greener pastures. She came to Kampala in looking for a job. She landed in for a job at a place, and she was molested there by the owner. And during the story, many activities and incidents happened in her life that led her to being involved in the human trafficking scandal that happens across the world. Well, it all started 2 years back when because I'm a student at the London School of Economics and Political Science. I'm doing a degree in sociology with law, and in one of my sociology modules I had to do a case study on societies and different aspects of social life, and I landed on a topic on human trafficking. I wrote up an essay on human trafficking, which was appreciated by all the people around me, and I majored in sex trafficking. Having been in London City itself, I had gotten a chance to visit the Chinatown that's around Soho in London, and there are a few brothels up there as well. And don't get me wrong, I don't go to brothels, but I did take myself there for a research project, and I actually witnessed and saw African girls, European girls, a few even, you know, Asian, American, and they were all being put there in a brothel, and that was just one of a kind that is in the world. There are many other brothels that are keeping girls, buying girls, and they're forced to sleep with over 20 to 30 men a night in order to sustain the energy, the pain. They're given drugs like cocaine, heroin, you know, pills. Women, you know, they are mothers. We all come from a mother, a woman. She gives birth, but these women are subjected to having their uterus removed brutally, and they can never be mothers, they can never bear children in life. Well, for the cast, I must say, first of all, a big applaud to them for being active, bold, and accepting the story with all their faith. For the cast, what we had done is that when I came back to Kampala, I had a chat with a friend of mine called Eric, and he happens to be a cinematographer. And I kind of showed him my screenplay, and he was really fascinated about it, and he encouraged me. He told me, why don't we shoot it? And I was like, okay, that sounds good. And yeah, from there on we're here. And on the part of the cast, we actually held auditions in Kampala itself, and we got a turn up of about 50 people, whereby we chose, I say, 7 people out of all the 50, because all of them, all the people that came, they were not comfortable with the scenes that were being offered to them, because some of them were really, they needed exposure to portray the story. But luckily we found our characters. Our main character, we had to actually interview almost 20 girls, and we must say that she has done a brilliant job on set, on camera, and yeah, the cast is, we have almost 15 characters in the movie, which are ranging from the small town part of Uganda, the villages, to moving the story all the way to Kampala, this capital city of Uganda, and also a part that we're showing when the girls are taken to Bangkok, what happens in the brothels. So we have a cast for that as well. We've used a few international actors as well. For example, Sabrina, she's done a role in the part of Bangkok. She's the brothel owner, or as they call it in slang, I think it's the pimp. Yeah, so I must say I'm very happy and pleased to have this cast, and hopefully we all work together again on a Yes, indeed. Me being a student, Eric being a very early cinematographer as well, and the rest of us, the movie was a low-budget film. You know, we had limited funds to shoot the movie because we had no financial backing, support, and stuff like that to shoot this film. But anyways, I must thank my parents who have supported me throughout, because they have helped me with the funds to raise, and also Eric put in a few funds as well to make this movie happen. The challenges, I may say, is that if the funds are little and shooting in Kampala, you have to pay for every location, you have to pay for each and every prop, costume and makeup. That is actually part of every filming project, but if you want a good job, it needs to be paid for. And we had limited funding, but I'm pretty confident that we pulled it off in a very excellent and professional way to fund and execute the movie in its best way. Yeah, so yes, what I can just say is that please come, watch the movie, feel inspired, and you can always critique it. It's always welcome.